Red Devil Pride supporting all of the Richmond High School athletics helps run our concession stand.
The Richmond Red Devils have one final dress rehearsal before the sectional tournament begins next week. Tonight it is senior night, and for Christian Harvey, Keyshawn Clemens, along with Colton Davis and Jacob Jones, it's their final regular season game on this floor. Hello and welcome to the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Great to have you with us tonight. The Red Devils are hoping to have a much better showing tonight than they did on Tuesday night when they fell behind Muncie Central 23-0 in the opening quarter and eventually lost that contest in a game not as close as the score may indicated, 80-59. With that loss, the Red Devils saw the record fall to 8-15 on the season. They've lost 3 straight. They finished last in the NCC. They're going to play a Fort Wayne team who, by the way, is a very good basketball team. They come into this one here tonight at 14-6. They've won 10 of 12. They've won 4 straight. They're long, they're athletic, much like what we saw against Muncie Central just a few days ago. Question is, can the Red Devils stay focused enough to be competitive and make sure they don't fall in a big hole here tonight against the Generals, a team that beat the Red Devils last year by a final of 70-68. Well, let's get this thing going. When we come back, we're going to hear from head coach Rick Wedlow, very disappointed in his basketball team and their focus on Tuesday. We'll scout this Fort Wayne team, take a look at the NCC. The commissioner's report is coming up as well. Do not go away. This is Richmond basketball. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, and it's only on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Rick, I know going back to last week is tough, and as we talked about this a little bit ago off the air, it just sometimes when that thing snowballs, there's not much you can do about it. You can't call enough timeouts to get that thing stopped. And what kind of goes through your mind as a head coach as you're trying to get everything going again when things are not going well?
Well, you just, you take a game like Tuesday night, and it's one of those games you just try to forget about. You just try to not watch the film. But for me, I had to watch the film, and The positive out of that game is after the first quarter. You take the total points scored. We won the second, third, and fourth combined, and so I tried to find a positive out of negative, and I did, or we did. And first quarter, just something you just can't put your finger on. And if I knew how to explain what happened, I believe I would have made sure it didn't happen. And a lot of times, it just boils down to, when you I won't say disrespect the game, but when you're not mentally, checked in all the way, and you're not playing with the proper urgency, and teams kind of in the same position as you when you're a solid team, but you just haven't had enough breaks, and Muncie came in here and they just took it to us, and we just didn't respond very well. But again, the second, third, and fourth quarter, we did play better, but the hole was a little too deep. But come back Wednesday, we had a good day, good competitive day Wednesday. Yesterday we had a good day of preparation, and I just hope these guys are just ready to play tonight.
The one thing that you've, as a team, has had trouble with is those long athletic type teams, and you're going to see another one here tonight, so nothing new here, but that's just one of those things you just need to take that next step against those type of teams.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the easy way is to just, play maybe a weaker opponent the last game of the season, but I think it's important to play a quality opponent like Wayne. Has won 10 out of their last 12, and they played quality teams: Homestead, Northside, Southside. As far as Fort Wayne, Northside and Southside, all those Fort Wayne teams, and there's a lot of talent up in that Fort Wayne area. So we respect what they bring to the table tonight, and they're a well coached team. They have a lot of great athletes with length, and they can play. So we'll have our hands full tonight. We'll have to take care of the small things, good box outs. We got to do a really good job keeping Craig Young off the boards. We have to have a body on everybody, because they I've talked to a couple guys from the area, coaches and things like that, and first thing they all said was you got to keep them off the glass, and they really crash hard, and they get after it. So it'll be it'd be good to see. It'll be nice to see how we respond from a couple of nights ago. At the end of the day, you play some good games, you play some bad games, and that was definitely one of our bad games. I feel like this season we played competitive all season, with the exception of Tech and Newcastle, and of course that was the third egg in my book, and so we'll just categorize it like that. We'll continue to stay positive with our kids, encourage them to be the best they can be, have a positive spirit, have a lot more urgency, and right now it's not about me, it's about we, and we have to work together, play for each other, and just understand that it's the end of the season. We have a new season next Friday, but we'd like to finish off this regular season on a positive note.
You'd mentioned their rebounding, and I think that they're over 34, 35 rebounds a game, speaking of Fort Wayne, so that, for high school teams, pretty good.
Oh, absolutely. They really crash the boards, and they go hard. And, we feel like, one of the things we wasn't able to do the other night was we couldn't get enough stops to get in our transition. Teams like that, if we can get it off the glass, if they're crashing hard, then we feel like we have numbers in transition. But it's important that you be solid defensively. We're giving up too many dribble drive penetration. Our closeouts aren't with the necessary urgency you need to make shooters uncomfortable. And offensively, I thought in the first half when we didn't score, we got good looks. We just couldn't get any of them to fall. We had offensive rebound putbacks. We had some good. Rick had some good looks. Christian had some good looks. I thought there were probably about 3 or 4 no calls. He attacked the rim, but he finished slow. And we asked Christian to finish high at the rim so they can call it. And felt like some officials were out of position to give him the call. And it's hard to guard, officiate a game with athletic kid like Christian, those guys just don't be in position to make the right call. But that's what it is, and we won't make no excuses. We'll just continue to attack. We'll keep stressing good ball movement. We'll stress being tough, fighting for your position, and playing with confidence offensively and defensively. And we feel like if we can put it all together in the next week, next 7 days, we'll have a good chance going in there next Friday, no matter who it is, to come out of here with a win Friday night, and we'll see what happens Saturday. But we have time to get to that, and tonight is very, very important. It's very key to the mindset and the spirit of our kids. And let's just hope, we're just hoping that they go out there and play hard. We want it to look like, we've seen it look when we're playing well, playing good basketball. And these kids are capable of doing that. And it'll take leadership and everybody fighting for one another.
My last thing for you is, and you know this, that on a senior night, even though they get a chance to come back and play at home next week, it can be a distraction, and then you got to overcome all of that. Sometimes that's not always an easy thing to do, especially when you have a team that you're hoping will be better focused than they were on Tuesday.
Well, senior night is a very special night for these seniors. We really appreciate everything our senior class has done for our program, and for me, it's just part of it. It's part of the deal, and we just hope these kids get the proper acknowledgement, and let's celebrate these seniors this evening. Hopefully, our underclassmen, our juniors and sophomores will give those guys their all tonight, so they can at least send them out on their senior night on a winning note.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner. An exclusive weekly update from the IHSAA Commissioner himself, Bobby Cox. Now for the inside scoop on what's happening day to day with the IHSAA. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Bobby Cox.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. And, Commissioner, we have another big weekend. Boys swimming. Girls state finals, sectionals for boys start next week. Let's go back, though, and recap what a great weekend in the wrestling championships.
We had a great wrestling tournament, Bob. We had, across 3 sessions, over 32,000 fans that attended our wrestling tournament. We crowned 14 champions. Again, our wrestling program continues to grow with more schools engaging in the sport. More young men and ladies participating in the sport, and it to grow an interest in fan interest. So we were very pleased with the way our tournament turned out this weekend, and congratulations to Indianapolis Cathedral and winning the team title and those 14 young men that won their individual weight classes.
Yeah, and congratulations to Carmel's girls swim team for another record-setting performance. Yes,
they did. They won their 32nd straight state championship a couple of weeks ago, and that that's a national record in any sport across our country for consecutive state championships, and they just continue to keep swimming at a very high level, and there doesn't seem to be any end in sight there.
All right, coming up Saturday at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, the girls' state finals, and as we've talked about in other state finals, new teams, new towns, and communities getting excited about being in the championship for the first time.
Absolutely, and what's interesting, Bob, I researched this. 6 of our teams have never been in the state championship in girls basketball, but all 8 teams have never played in Bankers Life for a championship. Warren Central played the last time in 1984. That would have been in Market Square Arena. Vincennes Reveille, they've been in the championship in recent years, but the years that they've been there, we were either in Fort Wayne or Terre Haute. So they've never played in Bankers Life. So we got 8 schools that have never played in one of the greatest arenas in the country. So I think all of our schools are very excited, and I think it's going to be a great championship day.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. Bobby, another championship. Boys swimming, right on the heels of the girls swimming championship. It's a competitive and wide-open field, is it not?
It is a competitive field, and while I think that the prognosticators will talk about some kind of favorite here or there, I've looked at the psych sheets and the heat sheets, and I think that anything can happen. And there's ticket sales have been brisk for our swimming championships. We're looking forward to those preliminaries Friday night, and we'll see how they all turn out and who advances on Saturday.
Tuesday, the 108th IHSA Boys State Basketball Tournament begins. That number is a staggering number, but it's sectional week, and we all know what that means.
Yes, it does, and everybody knows who they're playing now, and so now coaches are frantically preparing for that first game, whether it be on Tuesday night or Wednesday night, and they've been scouting and they've been preparing, and now that they know who they're playing, they can really focus and zero in on what they need to do to advance in a tournament. And, we've talked a lot about how difficult it is in all of our tournaments to advance, but you think about the basketball tournament, if you don't draw a bye, you have to win 7 games to win the championship, and that's not easy to do. And over a 4-week period, 7 games, a lot of things can happen. It's just very, very difficult to win the state championship. It's hard to win a sectional. And so these schools are really going to be preparing hard to try to win that championship and advance in the tournament. We're looking forward to it.
Well, again, thanks to all of you. I thought our pairing show went great. The reaction from the kids and their teams on social media was outstanding.
It was, Bob. I appreciate all the work that you and Greg did and our entire staff on that. And you're right. The pairing show continues to grow in favor, and it continues to grow in popularity. We counted at least 100 different schools that had viewing parties, and it's what makes our tournament unique and what makes it fun for our kids. They come together with their teammates, they sit there and they watch and they wait to see who they're going to play, and now then they feel like, okay, now we know who we're going after. Let's get ready and let's go to practice on Monday morning and let's get this thing ready to go. So I think it's been a great addition to our program, and looking forward to seeing it grow and flourish in the years to come.
He's the commissioner of the IHSA, Bobby Cox. Bobby, thanks so much.
Thank you, Bob. Take care.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Greatest thing ever happened for Oscar Robertson. You learn to compete.
Basketball in Indiana has a special legacy. It starts with the coaches, develops with the fans, and ends with an amazing community support.
I think one of these days when you're done and you're retired and you kind of shelve that piece of your life, you can look back and be like, wow, that's really incredible.
To play in a state tournament, to be able to play in college, to be able to coach high school girls, and then to be able to see my son coach, basketball has been my life.
Any opportunity I got to play basketball, I played it. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I love doing, and still today I love the game.
And every time Dad put me in, I think as a freshman, sophomore, there was booing, and then the exciting turnaround to when I was a junior and senior. Every time he took me out, he got booed. So those were fun times.
Basketball got me an education. Got me to be a worldly person as far as reading articles. Got me to be artistic and understand the cultures of the world, the ballet, the opera. It just opened up your whole mind and thoughts about things other than what you can reach out and touch.
Because I never dreamed of going to college, and basketball gave me the opportunity to not only go to college but play professional ball, and I've been around it my whole life. I'm 58 now, and I've been involved for a lot of years.
Where else can you walk around? I'm a 65-year-old man, and people say, George, oh, I remember you in '69 with your high school state championship team. I saw you at Butler. I mean, it's incredible. This is the only place here in Indiana that happens.
Back here at the Tiernan Center in the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Generals of Fort Wayne. They come into this one here tonight at 14-6. They've won 10 out of their last 12, including 4 in a row. Their last 4 games, they beat a good Fort Wayne South team. They beat Huntington North, who, by the way, was 17-6. Well, they're 17-6 at this point in the season. They win that game in overtime. They beat Fort Wayne Concordia, and they beat Fort Wayne Canterbury as part of that 4-game winning streak. They are led by some pretty good players and very athletic players we'll see again here tonight. Craig Young averaging 18.1 points per game. Dylan Redding at 12.9. And Kylon Giroux is averaging 10.1 points per game. They're averaging nearly 66 points per game. But here's the rebounding number, 32 rebounds per contest. They turn the ball over 13.1 times, and they are shooting at 47%. And by the way, a lot of those baskets they make are very close around the basket because of their athleticism and their ability to rebound the basketball. They beat the Red Devils last year by a final of 70-68. We'll keep an eye on 3 very good players in Young, Redding, and Giroux here tonight. When we come back, we'll check out what's going on in the North Central Conference as we are down to the final night of high school basketball in the regular season. Tournament begins on Tuesday. We'll check out the NCC report coming up next. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sport.
We check 'em better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Back here at the Tiernan Center in the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Thanks for being with us on this final night of the regular season in high school basketball. Tournament begins on Tuesday. The Red Devils will not play until Fridays. They got the first round bye. Here's how the NCC finished out this year in the conference. McCutcheon winning the championship at 9-0. Lafayette Jeff finished at 7-2. Marion 6-3. Logansport 5-4. Harrison, Anderson, and Tackall finished at 4-5. Kokomo 3-6. Muncie Central at 2-7. And Richmond finished in last at 1-8. There are a bevy of games tonight, one game tomorrow. Marion home against Fort Wayne Snyder tonight. Logansport hosting Frankfort Tech is at Ben Davis. McCutcheon home against Lake Central. And Jeff will finish out the regular season at home against Western. And then tomorrow, Muncie Central and Newcastle will play. That game will take place at Ball State. So there you have it. The table is now set. We'll come back in a couple of moments. Starters are coming up in just a little bit. Stay right there. This is Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU, focused on you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. Back here at the Tiernan Center, here's how the Generals will line out tonight. Craig Young, a 6'5 junior. We mentioned he averages 18.2 points per game and 8.1 rebounds. He wears number 0. Kylan Giroux is a 6'2 senior wearing number 1. Giroux at 10.1 points per game. Anthony Phillips is a 6' senior wearing number 5. Phillips averaging 4.7 and 3.6 assists per contest. Dylan Redding is a 6'3 senior. He wears number 12. And Shaquan Sanders, a 6'2 senior. He wears number 23. So again, it'll be Young, Giroux, Phillips, Redding, and Sanders tonight for the Generals. Red Devils go with Christian Harvey, averaging 25 points per game, a 6' senior. He wears number 20. Sid Sonia will be inserted into the starting lineup tonight, a 5'10 senior. Sonia averaging at 1.7 points per game. Keyshawn Clemens, wearing number 2, a 6'6 senior, averaging 3.7 points and 5 rebounds per contest. Again, inserted into the starting lineup here tonight. Also for the Red Devils in their starting 5 here this evening. It will include Colton Davis, 0.6 points, 0.7 rebounds. And Ricky Wedlow. Wedlow at 11.2 points per game, a 6'1 sophomore. Craig Young in the middle. Keyshawn Clemens as well. The tip won by the Generals, and we are underway. Final game of the regular season. Three-pointers going to be missed from the corner by Giroux. It'll be Red Devil basketball. Here's Wedlow. Red Devils against the man-to-man. We would probably at some point, depending on how the Red Devils shoot tonight, might see a little bit of zone here from the Generals as well. Clemens out front will find Harvey. Harvey bypasses the screen. He will pull up from three and miss it off the front of the rim. The long rebound back to Harvey. Down the lane, scoop shot good, and he's fouled. Well, one thing we do know now tonight, the Red Devils will not get shut out in the opening quarter of play. So already a little bit of good news. Foul's going to be called against Giroux. That's his first. And Harvey at the line and misses the free throw. So the three-point play for Richmond by the wayside. Entry pass as they'll work it back deep in the corner. Redding inside, shot no good by Young. Redding able to get the offensive rebound. And the Generals get another look offensively. One thing the Red Devils are going to have to do tonight, they have got to find a way to rebound the basketball, something they were blitzed in that game against Muncie Central. Boy, Colton Davis better be careful. He just laid on a hit to Craig Young and going to get himself a foul if he keeps doing stuff like that. Here is Redding in the corner, no good. The offensive rebound, another board. Driving strong to the basket, missing will be Giroux. Red Devil basketball back the other way. Here is Wedlow. He will drive and miss. Colton Davis went for the rebound but knocked it out of bounds. The only thing I don't like about the Davis foul, or I should say the Davis hit at this end, is it could be constituted an intentional foul the way he went over and chested Craig Young. Young kind of gave him a look like, what in the world are you doing? Generals basketball, Sanders. They'll attack the rim. Underneath is Young, and he is athletic as you can get, averaging 18 points per game. We are tied at 2 apiece. Harvey will find Wedlow. Back to Harvey. Red Devils once again set it deep in the corner. 5:47 to go. And we've got a whistle and a foul. Offensive foul this time on Harvey. First turnover on Richmond. And again, this is going to be a team that there is really no absolute way most of the time that you're going to be able to out-athleticize these guys, because they all are very athletic. Red Devils look to trap. That is Sid Sonia at the top of that trap. 5:32 remaining in the opening quarter. Here's Redding in the corner. Three-pointer good. Redding, just a sophomore, excellent shooter. Davis sets the screen. Here's Harvey down the lane, and this time Harvey takes a hard fall. Boy, all 5 Generals were in the lane. As Redding picks up the foul, they knew what Harvey wanted to do, and Harvey generally never pulls up and shoots that mid-range jumper. He's going to try to take it all the way to the rim, and the Generals know that. Here is Wedlow for 3. Got it. Wedlow, 34% three-point shooter, 34% overall for Richmond. Ties this game at 5 apiece. Generals break the press pretty easily. That is Anthony Phillips at the point. Here's Giroux. Well, this guy right here, Craig Young, just a junior. And he looks the part as the ball knocked out of bounds. Good deflection by Sid Sonia. The Red Devils will come now with Kareem Jett, averaging 5.7 points per game. And also coming in Jordan Fry. So Davis is out. Also coming out is Sid Sonia. So a much better start for the Red Devils here tonight against the Generals. 4:27 to go. Good cover up there by Wedlow on Redding. Make sure he doesn't get a good look at three. Redding again, shot fake, pulls up inside the three-point line and hits it. Redding now with 5. Red Devils down by 2. Harvey for the Red Devils was given a game ball for his 1,000th point of his career, stolen away. Phillips back the other way, a lot of contact. Boy, I tell you what, if you're Fort Wayne, you're wondering what do you got to do to get a foul call there. Here's Harvey driving strong, and he'll score. 7-all. And this time Harvey's going to pick up his second foul. So that's a big call against Richmond, as Harvey now has 2. He will come out of the ball game. Sid Sonia's back in. So Richmond's leading scorer will head to the bench at 3:40 remaining. Generals basketball. Again tied at 7. Richmond staying in their zone. Nice pass and wide open underneath. Nobody there. Sanders lays it in. That's about as easy of 2 points Sanders will ever get. And the Red Devils trail it now by 2. Here's Wedlow. Wedlow trying to find an opening, but good defense by the Generals. Jett will stop. Picks up his dribble off the pivot. Wedlow again in the corner. His shot's off the mark, and the rebound by Redding. Here come the Generals again. And, boy, that lead pass just out of the reach, diving out of bounds. Good hustle there by Sanders, Shaquan Sanders, a 6'2 senior. Generals, couple of turnovers. Richmond, 2 turnovers as well here in the opening period of play. Here's Keyshawn Clemens. Fry hit the top, got it. So Fry gets his first basket of the night. Red Devils lead it by 1. Richmond back to that half-court trap. Redding with a shot fake, nearly falling. As a foul called against Jett, he nearly went to the floor. That'll be team foul number 3 now on Richmond. Off the inbound, Phillips. In the corner, Redding. Three-pointer, got another one. They're going to have to find Redding pretty quick. Redding just hit his second 3. He has 8. And the Red Devils now down by 2. Here's Wedlow. Little hesitation. Off to Keyshawn. His shot short. Redding with a rebound. Generals basketball leading it by 2. Driving baseline. Boy, I tell you what. Fry just went out and grabbed. He went out and grabbed Giroux driving on the baseline. So Fry picks up his first. 4th team foul now on Richmond. Off the inbound. Here's a 3. Boy, that's an air ball that time by Giroux. Ball loose. Richmond turns it over. Redding, his shot no good. Rebounded by Young. Young double teamed to the kick out. And the ball will find Redding. And will go back outside to Phillips. 1:44 to go in this opening period of play. In the corner, here's Giroux. Entry pass, Young. Young off the glass, no, and a foul call on Richmond. So Fry just picked up his second. He has 2. Harvey now has 2. The Red Devils have a team now with 5. Here's Young at the line. He is going to be a bear to guard all night long. There's no doubt about that. Generals will now counter with Demaria Dial, a 6'2 junior. He wears number 11. Kylon Giroux will take a seat. Second free throw is off the iron, and the rebound by Keyshawn Clemens. 1:32 to go. Richmond playing without Harvey as Colton Davis will check back in. Again, Harvey with those 2 fouls. Here's Jet off now to Fry. They're going to force him out away from the basket. Once again, Jet in the corner. Jet will find Wedlow. Covered up quickly there by Phillips. Now Wedlow sets it up out front. Sonia takes it baseline. He too will lose the basketball. 4th turnover by Richmond. And then the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Generals. They will give it back. Coming into the ball game now will be Andrew Rhodes, a 6'4 senior for Fort Wayne. Keyshawn Clemens will come in. Christian Harvey coming back in. It's a little bit of a gamble here for Richmond. They're going to have to hope he doesn't pick up his 3rd foul here in this opening period of play. Harvey, pull up 3. And that one is no good. Rebound battled for, goes out of bounds. It'll be Wayne basketball. .6 to go, opening period. Let's see what the Generals will do here. Red Devils stay in that half-court trap. They'll try to force the action a little bit here against the Generals. That's Redding. Now to Young. Young gets it inside to Phillips. Redding on the wing, and Dial will back it up now for the Generals at 23 seconds remaining here in this opening period of play. The Generals will play for 1. So the Red Devils shut down that first quarter against that. Redding almost turned it over as a foul called on Richmond. Red Devils shut out against Muncie Central in the first quarter. They get 10 here tonight. The Red Devils have to make another change, as it looks like Colton Davis just picked up a foul. Davis picking up his first. That'll be team foul number 6, and Harvey coming out to get Sonia back in, so Harvey will not pick up his 3rd. Redding double teamed in the corner. Here's Young, and tipped up at the last second by Rhodes, and that'll do it for the opening period of play. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, after 1, Red Devils trail this one by 3.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161. Or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
Back at the Tiernan Center, 13-10 after the opening session. Red Devils led by Christian Harvey with 4, Wedlow with 3, Fry with 3, Redding leading the way for the Generals with 8, Young with 3. Red Devils with the weave, the drive, the basket good by Harvey. Red Devils pulled back to within 1. They got Rhodes on the foul. That's his first. And the free throw here by Harvey. Try to tie this ball game, and he will. Coming up at halftime, we're going to hear from Braxton Hurley, who we talked to earlier today, who will sign to play basketball at IU Kokomo. By the way, Porfidio Brown is now checked in for the Red Devils. Darius Porfidio Brown wearing number 25 as the Red Devils now go almost in a 1-3-1 zone. Here's Redding in the corner now to Phillips. Entry pass to Young, a little bit out of his reach. Turnover number 4 now for the Generals. Harvey back the other way, left that one short. And here come the Generals. Reynolds should take that back. That's going to be Redding across the timeline. Generals trying to get inside. They're looking to get Rhodes posted up or Young. Right now, Young is being shadowed by Keyshawn Clemens. 6:50 to go here in period number 2. Dial clears out. Phillips. Entry pass to Young, and he got hit from behind. Red Devils get the 5th turnover now. And we'll set it up after nothing there on the fast break. Here's Harvey once again. Boy, there's been a couple of times they've had some contact, and they let him play through it. Here is Jet for 3. And the Red Devils take a 3-point lead. Here's Young. Generals in the half court again. They'll work Young against Harvey. Young goes about 6'5", and he has 3 points. So far, the Generals been quiet. Nice spin by Young. This time short on the shot. Rebound pulled down inside by Rhodes. Put back, no. Young able to sneak in. Ball slips into the hands of Redding. Here's a shot in the corner by Dial for 3. Too many second opportunities for the Generals. Dial gets his first 3. Boy, you got to rebound the basketball. Redding will come out. Sanders back in now for the Generals, number 23. Boy, Richmond got beat on the boards, and that's got to be an emphasis for Richmond when the tournament rolls around next week. Here's Wedlow. Little teardrop, and that's going to fall now for Kareem Jadu. Now it's 5, and the Red Devils regain the lead at 18-16. Young deep in the corner. Red Devils will double team out front. Here's Sanders. And Phillips will give it back, and he will receive it once again from Dial. 5 minutes to go here in this opening half of play. Red Devils lead it by 2. Here's Young. Young, short pull-up jumper, no good. Good defense there by Clemens. Here come the Red Devils once again. Harvey drives and scores. And Harvey, 5 in the period. The Red Devils now lead it by 4. 9 points now by Harvey. So far, Young hasn't been much of a factor. Here's Dial for 3, no good. And the rebound, Harvey. Richmond numbers back the other way. Harvey in the corner. Here's Wedlow. His 3's good. And the Red Devils on a roll. And we've got a timeout on the floor by the Generals. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond on top of this one, 23-16.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters. A division of Richmond Power and Light.
Well, back here at the Tiernan Center, 4:23 remaining here in the second period. And Richmond, a much different looking basketball team tonight than they were on Tuesday. No doubt about that so far. So far, the Generals have been held in check. They've only scored 3. That was the Dial three-pointer moments ago. The Red Devils 13-3 run. And we're about halfway through this second quarter. Young out on the high post is Phillips. Will work it to Dial baseline. They're going to go down the lane. Here's a shot fake, and then up and good is Phillips. Good entry pass. Phillips gets his first 2. And it'll be Red Devil basketball once again. There's a takeaway. Young with the steal. No, it's going to be Phillips. Misses it as he goes to the floor. Rebound Richmond. Here's Clemens back the other way. Missed the layup and a what? Now they're going to count it. They're going to say that is a goaltending call against Young. And so Clemens will get the basket. And now Richmond with their biggest lead at 25-18. Here's Young. We're going to take that back. That's going to be Sanders. Here is a 3 on the way. Good as Giroux gets his first 3 of the ball game. And the Red Devils lead it now by 4. Here is Jet on the drive to Clemens. Reverse layup. Good. And the Red Devils lead it by 6. Well, Clemens coming back after missing that layup a couple of moments ago. 4 points. Boy, Young wide open underneath. Young now double teamed. Kicks it out. Giroux back inside once again to Sanders, and he traveled with it. 6 turnovers now by the Generals. Michael Redding and Dylan Redding will come in. Michael Redding is a 5'10 sophomore. He wears number 4. He'll be joined by his brother Dylan. Wadlow nearly losing the basketball. Here's Porfirio Brown in the corner. So Darius giving the Red Devils a lift and a 9-point lead now for Richmond. Here's Young on the high post. The zone has worked well so far. Here's Giroux, his 3 the other way. Giroux hits his second 3-pointer. And Richmond's lead now at 6 at 2:20 to go. Porfirio Brown now will work on that high post. They'll move Clemens down lower. And now the Generals are going to play a little zone. We thought we'd see some zone here tonight. Harvey gets the screen. Harvey on the drive, scores. Harvey on senior night having a good night so far, and the Red Devils lead it by 8. Here's Michael Redding. They leave him wide open. 15-footer good. Red Devils tonight have left a couple of these guys open. Redding gets his first 2. Here's Wadlow back again to Harvey. Wadlow backs it away at a minute 23. See if Richmond will play for 1. Porfirio Brown, you see him coming to the high post. And that is Harvey at midcourt. I think Richmond would be happy with a 6-point lead over a pretty good Fort Wayne team. Final game of the regular season. Here is Wadlow in the corner. His 3 is good. And when Richmond's shooting well, they're a pretty good basketball team. Richmond leading it by 9 once again. Young hits this one. That one kind of clanked off the back of the iron and went in. Young with 5, and the Red Devils get the basketball back. Now with just 35 seconds remaining, and Richmond will undoubtedly play for 1 right here. That is Harvey. Young gets the guard on Harvey. 19 seconds remaining. Young will back away now. They're going to guard, as you see, down in the lane as well. Harvey will start to make his move. And Harvey cannot get it to finish, but he's going to go to the line. I'm going to get Sanders. Red Devils back up by 8. One more for Harvey. Sonya's in. Harvey will come out. Red Devils will go into the locker room no matter what with a lead here in the first half. 2.3 seconds remaining. The inbound. And that's going to do it. That shot will not count. We've made it to halftime on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils on top of this one, 37-28. Your halftime report, including interview with Braxton Hurley, coming up in a moment right here, Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Our community, it's where we live, it's where we work, it's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners, lose and never will.
Hey, reminder, tonight's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on that transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-30-400. We're at halftime, 37-28. Red Devils on top. Richmond outscoring Fort Wayne 27-15 in that second quarter. Before we give you the first half numbers, we had a chance earlier today to talk with Richmond senior guard Braxton Hurley, who will be signing coming up next week to go play her college basketball at IU Kokomo. We talked about her decision, the process, and her last few months as she will be graduating this year and heading on to Kokomo next year. Okay, first off, talk about the process. And a lot of athletes like the recruiting process, a lot don't, because they feel there's too much pressure. For you, you took some visits and such. Was it fun?
Yes, overall it was really fun. I liked the long trips to Illinois and all the other states, so it was fun, but yeah, a lot of stress, and not all the coaches were really nice, but yeah.
Well, talk about that, because a lot of athletes don't know that when they go in, what it's like. So what was it like for you?
It was actually really difficult because I'm not a people person, so getting asked a bunch of questions and everything, and getting put on the spot with scholarships and all that stuff, and wanting me to sign them then and there, it was really hard to tell them no and everything. And then when I finally made my decision and telling coaches no, they weren't too happy, but it comes down to what's best for me, so yeah.
Okay, what was the selling point of IU Kokomo that made the difference?
It felt like home. I'm far enough away from home that I'm not around Richmond people, and I'm close enough that I can drive home on the weekends if I want to and miss my family. But I love their coach. I love how passionate she was about the game, and basically she's going to push me to be the best I can be, and it should be fun.
And that is, bottom line is, I think it's good for athletes if they're in a certain community to get away and kind of experience something new. Is that also what you were looking for?
Yeah, I was trying to get away, so yeah.
Okay, what did they talk to you about position-wise and anything like that, or did you guys keep it pretty much on the basics?
I will be playing point guard, I know that, and it's a whole new recruiting process. They just recruited 11 new players. There's only 2 coming back, so they're starting fresh basically, so I'm excited to be a part of the process.
Did you go back a couple of years ago and think that basketball, at least collegiately, would be in your future? Was that something you thought about at all?
Oh, no, not at all. It was strictly soccer, but I found the passion and love for it again, so yeah.
Well, what was the difference then? What made it better for you? I know you had the injury situation your junior year, but then what made it so you had that passion to return that you want to play the game of basketball?
I feel like one of the major things was the basketball team compared to the soccer team was more of a family, so it really made me want to come and work hard for them and for myself, so yeah.
All right, let's talk about academics now, because that's another part of your future. And what do you want to study, and what perhaps are you looking to do in the future?
I like the criminal justice system. I don't know what yet, but yeah, when I go to IU Kokomo, they have that there, so it's a great opportunity.
Well, you got a lot of different avenues to go there. You're not thinking lawyer, are you?
No, oh no.
We don't need any more lawyers. Hey, what about just living away from home for the first time and getting a chance to do something different and having the freedom and now ability to make the call yourself? Do you kind of look forward to that challenge?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited not to have to ask my parents permission for anything and be an adult, but I know it's going to be hard and I'm going to miss them, but it's going to be fun.
What do you do between now and then if they kind of give you an idea what they'd like to have you work on as far as your game and things like that?
Yeah, they're actually going to give me a packet, and I have workout things I need to do, and they do this really cool thing where before every game I have to drink a gallon of water, and I have to keep the gallon of water with me, so I have to do that, and yeah, ball handling, shooting, a bunch of drills, so I'm at practice, but here.
Last thing, I know you got to get going, but just from a standpoint of your 4 years, at least basketball-wise, are over. You only have a few more months left of high school. Do you sit down sometimes kind of reflect that it's all coming to an end here pretty soon?
Yeah, it's pretty sad, actually. It went by super fast, but I'm excited for the next chapter in my life, and it should be fun.
Again, Braxton Hurley signing this one. In fact, coming up next Wednesday, she'll be signing to play at IU Kokomo. So congratulations to Braxton. We're at halftime here on our final night of the regular season. I want to remind you tonight's game is brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Wednesday, the turkey breast, Thursday, the Italian BMT, and Friday, the tuna. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. When we come back, we'll give you those first half numbers in just a couple of moments. This is Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120. Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665, or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Back here at the Tiernan Center, tonight's game brought to you in part by Chef KC, located at 1301 South L Street in Richmond. I grill while you chill, catering for all events or occasions. Personal chef and traveling barbecue service, carry out and delivery is available. Chef KC, 1301 South L Street in Richmond. We have made it to halftime. Here's how things stack up scoring-wise for the Generals. Craig Young, who is averaging 18.2 points per game, so far held to just 5 in the opening half of play. Dylan Redding with 8 points. Kylon Giroux with 6. 2 points by Sanders. 2 points by Michael Redding. 3 points by Demaria Dial. And 2 points tonight by Anthony Phillips. For the Red Devils, Christian Harvey with 13, Ricky Wedlow with 9, Kareem Jett with 5, Keyshawn Clemens with 4, Fry has 3, and Porfidio Brown also with 3 points. Fort Wayne has turned the ball over 6 times here in the first half. The Red Devils have turned the ball over 4 times in our first half of play. I'm going to check something here real quick because I wanted to mention something that is going on Sunday, I believe. Let me check this. The New Vision Sports is having their event, their Future Stars Basketball Clinic, coming up on Sunday from 11:30 until 1 o'clock. That'll take place at Northeastern High School. You can register by email or at the door. And if you need more information, you can contact Phil Taylor, and he can give you more information on the Futures game coming up on Sunday. We're at halftime. We'll come back in a couple of moments. We should be ready to go for the second half in a little bit. Thump Jumpers are entertaining here at halftime. We'll be back in a couple of moments right here. This is Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics. All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-size volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Ready for the third quarter. By the way, Red Devils make a little bit of a change. They're going to go without Colton Davis to begin the second half and with Darius Porfidio Brown. So Richmond a little bit smaller, but it may be a little bit more athletic here in the third quarter. By the way, next week, sectional play begins on Tuesday. Richmond again will not play until Friday since they got the bye. See what adjustments are always made at halftime. Here's Anthony Phillips. Porfidio Brown on the guard, as is Wedlow. Wide open is Redding for three. Missed it, shot the air ball as it goes out of bounds, and a good start for Richmond. And Redding thought that ball was partially touched. Official said he didn't see it. So Richmond basketball, and now we'll see the Generals with a press to begin the second half. That is Harvey. Jet getting the start in the second half as well for Richmond. So the Red Devils going with basically four guards. Cream off the drive, the kick. Here's Harvey for three, good. Richmond shooting much better tonight than they did against Muncie Central the other night. And that's pretty evident that they put some points on the board, including 27 in the second. Short jumper, way short again by Sanders, and Richmond on the run once again. Here is the drive of the bucket, good by Wedlow, and Richmond off to a good start here in the third quarter. Richmond now with their biggest lead so far. Here's Young, his short jumper good. Craig Young, if they're going to win, they got to get this guy going. Young with only 7, averaging 18 and 8, but has not been much of a factor here tonight. Falling to the floor is Jet, and Richmond's going to get a timeout instead of losing that possession on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond on top of this one, 42-30.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Red Devils get a timeout still, 4 timeouts remaining in this one. The Red Devils, Harvey leading the way with 16-11 by Wedlow. But Richmond's got 9, 12, 15 points from other contributors tonight, which is generally not the case. So the Red Devils will inbound here right in front of their own bench. Here's Harvey. Porfidio Brown once again back to Harvey as Richmond moves the ball around the perimeter and throws it away. I don't think that's how Coach drew it up, but that's how it ended up developing. So it'll be Fort Wayne basketball. Here's Phillips. Richmond stays in that 2-3 zone. Young will turn, shoot, and miss it. Rebounded by Redding, put back no. Another offensive rebound and missed close as Rhodes can't get it to go. Here's Harvey back the other way, and a blocking foul called. They're going to get Phillips. So Phillips picks up his first, and Harvey at the line, 5:48 to go. Harvey misses that one. That's his second miss, and Coach Wedlow told him to back off the line and take a deep breath, try it again. He has struggled at the free throw line at times this year. And he missed that one. And it would have been a lane violation anyway, as they will wave that one off. So the Red Devils come up empty in that possession. Richmond will now press. Redding will get it across the timeline, back to Giroux. Entry pass Young. Young against Clemens and stepped out of bounds. He's had a tough night. 7 turnovers now by the Generals. Well, this is a Jekyll and Hyde team Richmond has. You just can't figure out which team is going to show up on which night, which is probably the most frustrating thing for Coach Wedlow, is you just don't know who's going to be here. And that's a scary thing to think about going into the sectional tournament. Here's Harvey. That's off the front of the rim, and the long rebound by Kareem Jett. Porfidio Brown can't get it to go. Harvey went for the rebound. Young came away with it. Here's Redding against Porfidio Brown. Kicks it back outside to Phillips. Back to Redding. Three-pointer, hit it, and he's fouled. Porfidio Brown got a piece in the arm, and that's going to send Redding to the line now. His third three-pointer and a chance for a 4-point play. Davis will come in. Clemens will sit down. You don't see that happen very often, but every once in a while, and you got a good shooter like Redding, you just got to stay in front of him and not get an arm up there and potentially foul him like what happened that time. Richmond basketball again. Here's Wedlow. Ball is loose in the backcourt. And we've got a jump ball possession. Arrow will stay with Richmond, but Richmond gets charged with a lost possession. That'll be number 6. 4:34 remaining here in the third. Little 1-3-1 half-court trap put together now by the Generals. Here's Harvey. Harvey trying to find an opening, does so as he drives and lost it. Turnover Richmond. That'll be number 7. Young comes away with it. Better defense that time by the Generals. Ball in the corner. Giroux for 3, got it. Giroux hits his third three-pointer. Richmond needs a timeout. They have seen the lead cut down to just 5 as Richmond uses a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils lead at 42-37.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Back at the Tiernan Center, Fort Wayne trying to go a little bit of a run right here. They've closed the gap down to 5. Red Devils had a double-digit lead. Coach Wedlow using the timeout. He'd used the one timeout to keep the possession. Uses this timeout. Just trying to get everybody back on the same page. Porfidio Brown with the basketball for the Red Devils. Now, here's one thing that for Richmond, they sometimes get a little bit stagnant offensively. Not a whole lot of movement offensively, and then you see they start to really bog down on offense and just don't get the points on the board. Davis sets the screen. Harvey back off again to Jet. And that zone, again, we talked about a little 3-2 zone put together, and that's where Richmond really struggles, is against a 3-2 zone. 3:10 remaining. Here's Harvey. They don't want to allow a drive. You see Young, he's settled back in the lane. They know that Richmond's big's not much of a threat, so they're kind of camping in there as Harvey falls to the floor. That three is off the mark, and we've got a foul call against Colton Davis, I believe. Yep, Davis. Number 2 on Davis. He comes out. Fry is in. Keyshawn Clemens in. So now the Generals get it back under the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Here's Phillips. They're going to go down low to Young. Young kicks it back out. Giroux on the drive. Scoop shot, missed it. Gets the offensive rebound. Put back good, and he's fouled. Again, Richmond's inability to rebound the basketball cost him again. Clemens picks up the foul. That'll be Clemens' first. And the lead can be cut down to 2 right here with a free throw by Kylon Giroux. He now matches his season average as he has 11. See if Richmond get this offense going. Here's Kareem Jett with the basketball. Fry and Clemens working on that low post as you see that defense really extended at the perimeter. That just tells you they're not too worried about Richmond's post players. They're going to keep an eye on Richmond's guards. And we've got a foul call. That may go against Andrew Rhodes. No, they're going to get Giroux, number 1, not number 2. That is team foul number 1 now on the Generals here in the third quarter. Harvey almost over and back. Here's Wedlow. Quick pass intended for Clemens, goes out of bounds. 8th turnover now by Richmond, and the Generals have a chance to tie this ball game here in the third with 1:45 remaining. Richmond got the lead to 12. Here is Young. Redding, step back, three-pointer, top of the key, can't get it to go, and I think we've got a foul on Jordan Fry. Again, Fry unable to get position underneath, just picked up his third. Nope, they're going to say Jet instead, reaching in. So that's good news for the Red Devils that Fry doesn't pick up the foul. And Fort Wayne off the inbound. They try to force it inside. Ball is loose. And they're going to say that Richmond the last to touch it. I think they thought Harvey touched it last. .125 remaining. Here's Giroux. Driving is Phillips in the corner. Redding, three-pointer short. Here come the Red Devils. They will foul Harvey before he gets out on the run. I think that's going to be Redding picking up his second. Dylan Redding. 1:15 remaining. Boy, Richmond scored 5 points quickly, and they've not scored since. They got 5 points right out of the gate. But since they have gone on a long drought. Here is Jet and a foul call. Maybe this time I think they'll get Rhodes. Team foul number 3. Coming in the ball game, Michael Redding, the 5'10 sophomore. Coming out will be Anthony Phillips. Again, Craig Young, only 7 points. He's just hasn't been a factor here as the other Redding will come out. That's Dylan Redding. And into the ball game, Demaria Dial. 1:03 remaining here in the third quarter. Here's Kareem Jet. Wedlow back outside to Jet. Harvey. And they put a little triangle around him. Here is a three-pointer and a much-needed one for the Red Devils. As the net gets hooked up again, Wedlow now with 14. Boy, Richmond needed that one. Back to a 5-point lead. Here is Redding. 37 seconds. I would imagine the Generals may try to play for one right here. Here's Giroux. Young hasn't even really touched the basketball much here in the third. Just 2 points. Giroux, quick pull-up shot, no good. Rebound by Rhodes, knocked out of his hands. Another offensive rebound by the Generals as the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Generals with 17.3 to go. Entry pass will find Dial. Here's Giroux. He will drive, and a foul's going to be called against Jet. That's going to be his third. 13.8. Team foul number 4 now on Richmond. Coming into the ball game, Sid Sonia now for the Red Devils as Jet will sit down. Entry pass will go to Rhodes, and the Generals will give it back to Giroux to set it up here for the final shot, perhaps, as Young sets the high screen. Giroux starts to drive, lost the basketball, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. We head to the fourth on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils on top of this one by 5.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Well, down to our final 8 minutes here at the Tiernan Center as Richmond trying to finish out the regular season in a positive note. Though they did see their 12-point lead disappear, they still lead it by 5 as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Tournament begins on Tuesday. Richmond won't play until Friday. So the Red Devils will go small again other than Clemens at 6'6". Here is Giroux. He'll be fouled, and it's either going to be Harvey or Jet. And they'll say it's Harvey. So Harvey picks up his third. Later tonight, if you want to stay up late, go to radiotroy.com. We'll have all the scores from around the area and around the state of Indiana. Here's Young. Young against Harvey. Boy, that's something. He's going to need some help in there. They've really got that one planned out well. Young able to post up Harvey underneath, back to a 3-point lead. They've got to get Young going. If they're going to win this game, Young is the guy who's got to get it done. Here's Harvey. Off now to Jet. 3-pointer, no good. Porfidio Brown, offensive rebound, no. Left that off the front of the rim. Rhodes with a rebound. Just kind of short-armed that shot. Here is Giroux with the basketball. Still in the ball game, Michael Redding, who has it out front. Back to Giroux. 7 minutes remaining. Giroux on the drive, gets bumped again. And we've got a 1-and-1 situation, and they got Jet. I think that is Kareem's third or fourth. They're going to say number 3. Nope, number 4. Sid Sonia will check in. Jet will sit down. And here's Giroux at the line. So far, he is 1 for 1 and misses it. And here come the Red Devils back the other way. Sid Sonia underneath scores. How about Sonia? Much needed bucket again for the Red Devils. Back to a 5-point lead. Sid able to score on senior night. And a turnover. Red Devils basketball, number 8 now by the Generals. Porfidio Brown with the basketball, goes inside for Sonia, and Sonia wasn't ready for a great pass, though, by Porfidio Brown. And Richmond will give it back. Boy, good look, though. Still 5-point lead as Phillips back in. We haven't seen Dylan Redding coming back in the lineup yet. Would imagine we'd see him relatively soon. Here's Rhodes. The kickback. Giroux for 3. Got it. Boy, they're not going to let up yet. Nope, take that back. That's going to be Dial. So Dial hits the 3. 2-point lead. Red Devil basketball. Down to 5:58. A lot of ball to be played here tonight still. Both teams want to get in that tournament on the winning side of things. Porfidio Brown once again. Here's Wedlow. In the corner, Porfidio Brown. 3-pointer no good. Long rebound by Dial. Dial back the other way. He'll drive, gives off to Young. Young gets fouled and he scores. Porfidio Brown will pick up the foul. And the Generals have come back to tie this ball game at 47. And here comes Dylan Redding now, and Redding will check in. And Rhodes will sit down, and Young has a chance now to give the Generals a lead. And Richmond has given up a 12-point lead here in the second half. And Young's free throw's no good, but an offensive rebound by Phillips, blocked inside by Clemens. And then he turns it over. Here's Young inside. Boy, I tell you what, you got to rebound the basketball and take care of it. Is back the other way, and the ball goes out of bounds. You're going to see a foul on the floor, and they're going to get Giroux, I believe, for his third. Well, there were a couple of things contact-wise at the other end of the floor that Richmond may have gotten away with that they've got to feel pretty good about. But now the Generals lead this one by 2, 49-47. 5:19 remaining. Harvey just did a little jump with the foot. That's really a travel. And if you're Aaron Rarer, here's Harvey for 3. That one's no good. And the rebound by Young. Redding off the drive, and they'll call him for a travel. See, the thing that Coach Rare is upset about is that Harvey did that little jump on his pivot foot, which was a travel, and then they get a travel at the other end. Kareem Jet will check in. 5 minutes remaining. Red Devils down by 2. Here's Wedlow. Harvey at midcourt. Back to Wedlow. Three-pointer is up and good. Richmond leads it by 1. 4:35 remaining. Entry pass. Now to Giroux. Now he'll hesitate, drive down the lane, stripped out of his hands, goes out of bounds. It'll stay here.
Jet coming in for Sid.
Son Yao Jet is in. 1 point lead now for Richmond. Here is Phillips. Outside now to Giroux for 3, gets another one. They're a pretty good shooting basketball team, and we have seen that here tonight. They came in at 47%. And the Red Devils trail it by 2, 4 minutes remaining. Harvey leans in and a foul call.
Anthony Phillips, his second.
Phillips will pick up number 2. Here is Harvey at the line. He missed his last 2. 4:03 remaining, and he gets this one. Back to a 1 point lead now for the Generals. One more here for Harvey. And he missed the second. So Harvey's missed 3 out of 4. And it'll be General basketball. Here's Phillips. Well, there's a travel, no whistle. Wide open in the corner. Another three-pointer, this time by Giroux again. And the Red Devils down by 4. 2 3-pointers in a row by Giroux. And the Red Devils down by 4, which, if I'm not mistaken, might be their biggest deficit of the night. 3:29 remaining. The screen by Clemens. Harvey lost it, and it's off his foot and out of bounds. Red Devils with their 10th turnover. So now Richmond will press with 3:22 to go. This is not going to be an easy team to press either. Here's Giroux, and Harvey picks up his 4th foul. I'm going to have to be really careful right here. And what hurts about this one is that you give up a 12-point lead here in the second half. And here's Giroux at the line. Well, if you're going to take a positive out of this one, again, much better game tonight. You didn't fall down 23-0, but you gave up now a second half 12-point lead. Here's Giroux, and he missed the free throw. And we've got a jump ball possession arrow in favor of the Red Devils, but they lose the possession arrow. And that could be big here in the end of this one. 3 minutes and change remaining. That zone has hurt Richmond. They have gone cold, and now you see why so many teams play zone against the Red Devils. Here's Jet. Trapped out front, almost lost it. Harvey down the lane, stripped out of his hands, and that'll be Dial who picks up the foul. And Harvey back to the free throw line for 2. Got to figure out ways to close out these games. There you see Harvey. Harvey again has missed 3 out of his last 4 at the line. He does make this one. And I think Richmond's going to get another timeout right here. They have 2 timeouts remaining. We will take a break as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail by 3.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Hey, a reminder, tonight's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group, who has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. Back at the Tiernan Center, we will not be back here until next Friday. Richmond getting that first round bye in the upcoming sectional tournament. And if Richmond goes on to lose this one here tonight, they will, what we generally say, they will limp into the tournament. Porfirio Brown now taking that low spot as they have brought Fry out of the ball game. And the second free throw is good. Richmond back to within 2. Now here's about the time you need to stop. 2:49 remaining. That is Phillips. Off the screen, shooting immediately and missing, and the ball goes out of bounds, and I think they may have called a foul on Anthony Phillips. And they did. They got Phillips over the back, his third.
It's going to be on number 5, Anthony Phillips.
Well, they came out shooting in the corner. It was Giroux who missed that shot in the corner, so Kareem Jett will go to the line. And another one in bonus now for the Red Devils. Chance to tie the ball game here with 2:40 remaining. And his free throw is an air ball. Ouch. Well, Richmond now with a chance to tie the ball game will give the basketball back to the Generals. Here's Phillips. He will clear things out with Redding. Nice pass underneath and the layup good. They got inside to Giroux, who had a size advantage against Kareem Jett. The Red Devils down by 4. Harvey, jump pass in the corner. Porfirio Brown, his three is no good. Ball tipped in the air, and Clemens will get a foul from behind as he shoved. Looks like that's Demaria Dial to the floor. So the Generals back to the free throw line, though nothing has been automatic for them tonight from the line as well, as Dial will step there for the first time. And we're a double bonus now, though, as the 10th team foul on Richmond. One thing about the double bonus, it takes all the pressure off that first free throw. Red Devils down by 5. This is now a 17-point swing here in the second half. Richmond coming back with Jordan Fry. Second free throw is good. Porfirio Brown coming out. Boy, Porfirio had the nice three, and then he got that rebound. He's put back just coming off the front of the rim. 2:13 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Can anyone now step up for the Red Devils here late? Here's Harvey. Wedlow in the corner. Line drive three. And the net got hooked up again, but how about Wedlow? hitting a big three for the Red Devils. And now with 1:50 remaining, Richmond to within 3. Here's Phillips. Gets the screen from Young. Young posting, can't get it to him. Lob pass to Young, and we've got a foul underneath this time against Clemens. May not be a bad thing. Young 1 for 3 from the line tonight, and he'll be there for 2. I tell you what, one thing about Clemens, he can't guard Young by himself. He's going to have a lot of help. And that free throw's no good. So one more. They're going to... Coach Wedlow not happy with Jordan Fry. Apparently didn't put him in the right situation. 1:41 to go. Second free throw by Young. That one clips the front of the rim, and the Red Devils still down by 3. Here's Harvey. Wedlow. That one's no good. Young had it in his hands, and then Clemens apparently touched it last. So it will be Fort Wayne basketball. Wedlow had a pretty good look at the top of the key. Couldn't get it to fall. Down to 1:28, and this time the Generals will call just their second timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail this one by 3.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
1:27 remaining. The Red Devils trailed by 3. They were ahead by 12. Ended up being a 17-point swing, but now Richmond, after the timeout by the Generals. See what they'll go with. Wedlow is in. Porfirio Brown is in. Jett in the ball game. Also, Harvey's checked back in, and Keyshawn Clemens. So, Generals basketball. Let's see what they'll draw up right here as Phillips brings it across the timeline. Harvey on the guard out front against Redding. Nice crossover by Dial. He will fade and miss, and the rebound, Young. Young with a shot fake, puts it up and scores, and he's fouled. Another instance where the Red Devils did not rebound the basketball. Very fundamental aspect of the game. If you don't rebound, I guess I better get rid of that scoreboard, huh? If you don't rebound the basketball, you're going to have a hard time winning basketball games. Porfirio Brown picks up the foul. Young hits the free throw. The Red Devils down by 6. 1 minute remaining. Again, Richmond's offense gets stifled here in the second half. And basket is good, and a foul call as Harvey scores.
Basket is good on Harvey. Foul is going to be on number 1, Giroux.
Giroux will pick up the foul. That'll be his 4th. And Harvey to the line with 49.1 seconds remaining and can pull the Red Devils back to within 3. Boy, if I go to the other end, I go right back inside to Young. So here's Harvey. Big free throw here for the Red Devils, and he gets it. It's a 3-point ball game. There's a strip at midcourt picked up by Young on the sideline, and they will foul Young. Boy, almost a turnover. I think they got Clemens for his fourth. And that's going to put Young back to the line. And this time the Red Devils will get a timeout themselves. This will be a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here and remind you tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. And as you know, each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub. No artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Friday, the tuna. Saturday, the Black Forest ham. And Sunday, the meatball marinara. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Now Richmond's still in this. Chance to still pick up a win tonight, but they will need maybe Young right here. He still gets 2 shots to maybe miss both of these and get a chance to get the basketball back. A little better crowd here tonight than what we had, which is hard to believe, had against Muncie Central. That free throw's good. Red Devils back down by 4, so still either way it'll be a 2-possession game with 41.2 seconds remaining. The second one is no good. Clemens with a rebound. Richmond can't waste a whole lot of time right here. Harvey off now to Jet. Porfidio Brown back to Harvey. Harvey unable to find an opening that time. Now will drive and a foul call. He may have gotten bailed out right there, and for head coach Aaron Rarer, he is really upset. He thought that should have been a traveling on Harvey. And he let the official know it too. Foul's going to go against, who'd they get? Andrew Redding. So Harvey at the line misses that one. Harvey denies missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's missed 6 free throws. He'll get one more. Either way, it'll still be now a 1-possession game if he makes this one. And he missed them both. Boy, you got to hit those free throws. And now 16 seconds remaining. Phillips with a basketball. Richmond trying to foul. Here's the lob inside to Young, and they'll get Porfidio Brown on the foul as the clock down to 8.5 seconds remaining. Boy, you have a chance to get to within 2, and you miss 2 free throws. So here is Young. Got a nice roll. Now Richmond now down by 5, 8.5. They're not going to pull this one out here tonight. Second one is short. Rebound Harvey, and what do we have? I think they got that foul on Porfidio Brown. I didn't see that. But Porfidio Brown just picked up the foul, and he just fouled out. Wow. And I think we just got a technical. So a technical foul now on Richmond. And they got Ricky Wedlow on the foul, on the technical. So Richmond losing their composure down the stretch now. So they'll have Young shoot the free throws. He's going to end up with a huge night after all. I know Coach Wedlow arguing the case to the official who called the technical, but Richmond got to keep your cool here when things are going a little bit tough. Richmond's going to end up losing their 16th game of the year. And we're going to have now Reading shoot the technicals. Of course, now Ricky's over saying something to the official, gave him the technical, and you better be careful not to say something wrong again and get another one. Those two free throws are good as well, and the Generals are going to win this one. Wedlow coming out. Fidio Brown will come out. Tyjon Deloney will check in, and also coming in for the Red Devils will be Sid Sanya. 8.5 to go, 68-59. Ends up being a 21-point turnaround, and this one, well, that's silly right there. He just fouled. Why, I don't know, but Kareem Jett just fouled out. That was .3 seconds to go. Now you'll just send Phillips to the line. Some more changes here as Deontay Kazi will come in for the Generals. So the Generals will finish out the regular season at 15-6. They will have won 5 in a row. They overcame a 12-point deficit. I'm not sure what we're waiting on here now. Foul was again called on Jett. He is the second Red Devil to foul out tonight. Yeah, Richmond will go into the tournament with a loss here this evening with 16 losses. And Richmond has found another way to lose a ball game here tonight. Here is Phillips, as we said. Now turns into a 22-point turnaround. Could be 23 right here. So let's go ahead and put the final on the board here. And they'll go ahead and count that. 70-62 the final as Harvey hits the three at the buzzer. We will come back and wrap it up in a moment. This is Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
As we put a wrap on this one here tonight, the Red Devils again with the loss. They will fall to 8-16. They were led by Christian Harvey unofficially with 25, but he ended up missing 6 free throws in the second half and 7 overall. 20 points by Wedlow, 5 by Jett, 3 by Fry, 3 by Porfidio Brown. The Generals led by Kylon Giroux with 20, Craig Young with 16, Dylan Redding with 14, 8 points by Demaria Dial, 4 by Anthony Phillips, 2 points by Michael Redding, and Shaquan Sanders finished with 2. Red Devils again got the bye in the first round of the tournament. They will not play until next Friday. We'll know after Tuesday's opening round who that opponent will be. Final score once again, Fort Wayne coming back from a 12-point deficit. They beat the Red Devils tonight 70-62. Thanks for being with us. This has been Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.